Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. Me, William Rumsey HD. How is it going today, guys? Welcome back for some more karting content. And today we are going into our very first time in electric cars. We're back at Docklands where we was. It was actually a year to the date that we're visiting Dockland again. But obviously it's very different because we're trying out these e-electric biz karts. Yeah, and we're here today for Open Grand Prix. So I believe there was a stag party there, as you can see in front of you, in the pink overalls with the chicken over thing on the top. Yeah, we're just basically doing a race. Was the week before the third round of Club 73. So I'll be looking to get some confidence boost going into basically next weekend. And yeah, just basically get ready for the rest of the season. Really, it's been quite a bit of off season on the channel with karting content and gaming content recently, and I'm just trying to get my feet back under me and basically make amazing content, which I love to do. So obviously we did 3 sessions on the day. We did 1 session a part of the Open GP as we connect with someone's back of the cart there, as we've got a load of NPCs today. We had 1 member that was pretty quick, but yeah, we was in this session. We did a session after our qualifying / practice session, and that was all right. That was a decent result for me as well. But yeah, we're just basically getting used to these new karts. I must say, the instant talk felt absolutely amazing, and the boost button, unreal. Like, I really enjoyed it. But the only downside of these sessions was it was like a safety car simulator. So it was very, you had to time your quickest laps appropriately. You had to get them in pretty quick, because every time it seemed to be I was on the fast lap, and I felt like, oh yeah, I'm going to get a quicker lap here. Yeah, it was basically like a safety car simulator. And we had the legend Neil with us, and Neil took us down today, and absolute legend that he is, took us. And so I'm going into the session. Obviously, as I said, as I posted 54.92, that was our first proper kind of flying, not so flying lap. Trying to get the kart really kept in there. It was so hard in the practice sessions to get a really clean lap in, because you had like people that was just like crawling along. As me going from the outside to the inside there, that was a bit of a hairy moment for me. And like, it was like mobile chicanes half the time, like people was in the way. So we would like to get a confidence boost for Club 73. We'd like to win this one. We'd like to win our first ever race in our karting career. And people might say, oh, well, it was a bunch of NPCs thing, but at the end of the day, as we do a 49.51, you've got to be in the position to win at the time. So we've got to do a job to get a result. So yeah, it's feeling good. It feels really good to be back in the car. It was I think it was about a month since the last karting at Butmore that I was back in a car, as I tried to send it down the inside here. Just want to get on with the session and get past the slower karts, as I caught on the barrier there, getting a bit too excited, trying to go around the outside, going to the outside for the next corner, get shut off again, and I just got to basically admit defeat. Basically, they're mobile chicanes, and I tried to go around the outside here again, and at the moment it's quite hard to get a good quali lap in, because we're in this train of cars, and literally they're so slow. As now we go around the outside, someone was just rolling pace through there. We tried to get a run, someone spins off in front of us, and yeah, we put our hands up like, come on mate, it was virtually a straight line, why are you spinning out there? So as Mr. NPC is kind of getting himself out the barrier, which he goes back into it, we're back on the yellows, and yeah, I must say guys, there is some content coming up on the channel that's going to be absolutely fire. So I'm really looking forward to try and make it professional. I've got my Insta360 back now, but the only bloody thing is, the last couple of days is that they've released the new Insta360. So I've literally just got the X4, now they've released the X5. So yeah, I'm not going to be getting the X5, but yeah, it's just how it is. So the next karting, my GoPro is officially gone now, because we had to obviously sell that. What's the point having like 4 or 5 cameras, as we're just making our way through the pack here, still trying to get a good lap in. So if we get to the front of these guys, we can put another lap in. Everybody seemed to go into the pit so I can do a flying lap. Everybody was going in there, I don't know why, unless they got pulled in. So we're going to take this opportunity and try and put a lap in. But yet again, it's under yellows and we're going somewhat slow. I'm kind of keeping up the pace to about half speed, so I can still post a alrightish lap. So we're going green now, and from here we should be about, I'd say from that bottom point of that hairpin, should be about 20, I'd say 25 seconds in. So it's going to be a slower lap. So we're making our way around the final corner here, and a 48.57, and obviously we were stopped in the middle sector. So yeah, we tried to make up time there, didn't really work out. But in this session, as we go yellow again, it is literally safety car simulator, and it was so hard to put a good lap in. It really was. But we just got to keep our head down and carry on what's in front of us. I'm basically just looking to improve my confidence, because it seems to be a lot of time with karting. Unfortunately, because you guys couldn't see the footage at Buckmore, I was a lot more, I'd say, aggressive at Buckmore. Even though people did pass me, I made it a hard job from at Buckmore, which was it was good to see, because usually I'd just let them pass because I know I was slow. But now I'm getting quicker. I can fight a little bit, and that's all what I really want in karting. As we use our boost off the start line there, and it made me think, maybe for the start of our Grand Prix, if the boost is available, we could use it, and then we get a second helping of the boost. So maybe using it at the start, and then you get one as you go across the line, maybe that could help us. So this is a bit of a decent lap now, as we nearly oversteered into the barrier there, getting close to these two barriers as going through, and trying to get a good lap in. Obviously you ain't got a lot of straights in this, so straight being at the back of someone and getting a toe doesn't really work, as we post our fastest time of 46.79, and that will put us in pole position for the race, as we're coming to the end of the session now. So end of the session is nigh, and that 46.57 we just posted was in time, really, because we wasn't too far up the order until we passed the finish line for that lap. So obviously we've done a decent enough job here. We thought, oh, was that enough at that point in time? Because obviously I had a practice session after this, so I didn't know where I finished. So 46.633, and then yeah, that's where we shined, really. In the last sector actually is where we shined, as we're gonna be looking to go into this race to see what we can do. Usually I'm used to having really bad starts, but we've got a boost button, so we're definitely gonna try and use it off the start, and basically see where we end up. Because even though I've qualified well, that doesn't mean to say that I'm going to get past in the Grand Prix. So as we're going to go to 5 red lights for the Open Grand Prix, lights out, and away we go. We use the boost button off the start, covering off the inside, and we've absolutely had a corker of a start. Everybody's behind us still, and the guy in second place is right behind us on our bumper at the moment. So we're just basically, as we go to a yellow flag, we're just basically covering off the inside and making sure he can't make a move, because even Neil said he was right at the back of me for a couple of laps. As you can see, people are span out as we go to green again. Get a little bit of an oversteer moment here. I actually did use the boost button there, but then it didn't work, but I kind of got the effect of it as we get a bit nervous and we get a bit on the steering wheel, and we nearly lose a position there. But we're just going to cover off the inside line, do a few wide lines just until we know he's basically the guy behind us is we've got a decent enough gap to him. So I believe he's still there. So we're going for a time lap, and I must say I was in cloud 9 with the start we had, because it probably was the best start I'd had in karting in general. So as we're going to go to this bottom section here, we literally don't know where he is, so we're literally compromising lap time to just keep this position, because obviously I've worked hard to get to this position, and I will do everything to keep it. As we're going to come round the second to last corner, round the last corner, everybody's like just combining with each other as we do a 46.76, very decent handy lap time to start off the Grand Prix. And we're just basically at this point hot lapping. At this point in the clip we're 4 laps in, we've reached the back of the pack, and we've cleared P2. P2 got caught up with a back marker, and we're basically out on our own at the moment as someone nearly puts me in the barrier. So obviously we've lost a little bit of time under that yellow flag and nearly going into the barrier, but all goods in the hood. As soon as it goes green, we can dispatch everyone who's in front and just build the gap over again. So yeah, the main point of what I'm trying to do with my karting now is just to create consistency, and obviously that's something that I've not had in droves since in my karting career, but I'm slightly starting to see improvements now where I can be consistent. I can put nice lap times in when I'm under a bit of pressure. I can crack a little bit, and then that's when mistakes happen. But I'm gradually being able to withstand a lot more pressure and perform better from it. So we've got 2 karts up ahead. We're just going to go wide to set up to cut back underneath. We've got a better drive in front of us, so we're just going to tail him along. We're not going to use our boost buttons because until we probably get to the end of the lap. Try to go around the outside. No move there. We might dip it down the inside. Thought much better of it. We're just going to follow these karts. These guys seem to know what they're doing at the moment, so we're just going to follow them. It might extend the gap to P2 even more. As I say that, they both spin out, so we lose a bit of time. But the guy in front was a bit of a novice, but the guy behind him seemed to know what he was doing. So yeah, it was a nice little following. We thought we could make a move, but we couldn't. Just follow him over the line again, getting very close to the wall for a slingshot into turn 2. Getting good rotation in the kart, which is really good to see. I usually struggle with my rotation. We haven't got our boost button yet, so we've got to rely on pure pace. We're thinking about shotting up for a move down the inside. We don't want to ruin our race or theirs, because obviously they pay good money for it. We get really, really close to him, send a move down the inside. Very textbook and nice move that was. Now we need to dispatch this guy in front. We've got another roadblock in front of us. We'll go around the outside, just sticking it out the barrier. He's got away a little bit, but I'm sure we can reel him in. This kart really does feel like it's on rails, but then again, any kart I'll get in, I'll do well at it. Feels like it's on rails. But yeah, really, really good signs early in the Grand Prix here. Really enjoying the electric karts. I thought I wouldn't enjoy them. The only negative is that like not hearing the engine sound. As we go a couple of laps later, we're still behind this kart, so I'm not sure whether we're losing time to P2 and P3 or not, but we're just having fun in the traffic. We're just and it's quite fun. So getting really close through turn 1, we're thinking of looking for a move down the inside. He outbrakes himself and spins round, so that was easy enough done. That was easy dispatched, and now we can move on to Mr. Piggy up the road as we go to another yellow flag. We actually the gap that was to him, we ate into it because we were just a little bit too fast. I must say, in the session, the yellow flags, I must hold my hand up and be like, I was going round not at like tortoise pace as we make another move, easily done. I was going, I'd say, mid pace. I wasn't going full. That was a bit naughty for me because I just wanted to get the session done because I didn't know where P2 was and I just wanted to secure the win. So yeah, I must say I will be back doing some electric karting. Obviously there's a lot I want to get done, I want to achieve, and I want to take part in. There's a couple of things that I'm taking part in. Obviously, Bar Club 73 this year, and I really can't wait. It's going to be like a culture shock to see that I need to practice, and I need to lose a hell of a lot more weight if I ever want to be that good. But yeah, we're just going to stick with basically KOing open lobbies, which is very fun. And even like when you've got some people on the same like driving and talent level, it's really fun with the whole thing of the like with basically NPCs not knowing what they're doing. It's also fun to navigate as well. As we go to a 46.32, got another chick in the suit behind us. He tags on the wall. Get easy move done, and everybody in this session was calling me the pro. I am no such pro whatsoever. We send it down the outside, a very nice move to the inside there. That was one of the moves I enjoyed. I wish that was only for position. As we go for another time lap, I was really getting close to that inside barrier there because it had set you up very nicely for this these hairpins here if you got wide enough. So I reckon if you just got a little bit closer, you're shaving like milliseconds off your time, which is good any case. But obviously we've lapped the whole field now, which is really weird for me to say. I mean, we've got one up there. I think that's second place. So let's see if we can go out and catch him. We're on a decent-ish lap at the moment. We've had a few scruffy moments. As you can see, guys, my driving style, I tend to drive my car like a Formula 1 car, and it's proved that is the quickest time of the session, a 45.82. That was a red hot time for me, at least. Like this track, the fastest is like a 42, but for me, getting a 45 was absolutely, that was a perfect lap to put in there at the end. And we're coming to the actual end of the session now with a Marshall just in the wild. As you can see, P2 up ahead, and then he's on the back of the pack. I actually don't think these two are, I don't think one of these are P2, not the green. I don't think the purple is either. I think P2 just up ahead, so we probably won't get close to him. As we come to the checkered flag, I thought it was a lap earlier. We have won our first go-kart race. It was an open lobby, everybody's going to say that, but you need to be in that position to win it. Let's go. And this is the classification. We done a 45.683 was our fastest, and on that day we finished P4 on the best scores of the day, which went off our qualifying time, which was a 46.5. My name wasn't up there. On my profile it said I never give up until I rise, but that was me, guys. So guys, if you want to see more and like it, like, comment, subscribe, smack the bell down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.